I'm going to ask you, uh, from whatever I hear and whatever I heard and whatever I see, there are people, mentors, sparring partners, adversaries who would have shaped what you
Yeah.
are today. And what did you learn from them? And can you share, what was the interesting moments that made you stop, made you reflect, and you continue to actually apply many of their principles even today, or maybe you've added a lot of learnings on top of them.
Swami, this is such a beautiful question. And, I can't emphasize the importance of mentors, coaches enough in your life, especially as a woman leader, because you know what? I think we don't spend enough time in building the right networks, the right mentors, coaches. I think men do it a lot better, and there's a lot to learn from them on how they do this over casual conversations. They take advice really well. I don't think women do enough. I have been lucky. I think at every stage of my life, I've had somebody who's always been a bouncing board. And one of the things that I've learned is none of them ever told me what to do. And that's brilliant. And I carry that with me till today. They spoke to me, they heard me. I think heard me more than they spoke to me, and laid out options and directions. And the decision always was left to me. That's very powerful. We all love to advise, we all love to tell what to do. But I think some of the most amazing coaches, mentors that I've encountered, they just listen to you and basis their experience, share what all is possible, and leave it to you to say now you know what is best. And that's been very powerful for me. And I think important that you stay in touch with people, at least the ones that you know will listen to you unbiased, will not judge you. And you need to have different kinds of people. That's also very important. So there are people that I reach out to for career advice, for how do I manage my teams, or when I am stuck with a difficult decision at work. And you are put in some difficult spots, you might have to let go of somebody that you might not agree to. And there are complicated pieces. You've been through all of that, I'm sure, and therefore you need somebody who can just listen to you and play part in what you should technically do. And you also need a very strong personal support system where you can reach out when you're feeling overwhelmed at work or at home. Because a lot of times, and this has been my experience, and I've seen enough people go through depression cycles, anxiety cycles. It's more common now than ever. And I think a lot of time it's because people don't have the right ecosystem where they can have open conversations, get guided. And if you don't have that, have a medical practitioner work with you. It doesn't matter, but have that safe space to have conversations which are troubling you. Because today it's very competitive. I mean, my 7-year-old son and my 12-year-old daughter are sometimes discussing what will we do in the future. I'm like, my God, you guys are so young, and they worry about things like this because some of their friends have already got things figured. But that's the environment that we are living in, and I think most organizations, leaders have to sort of guide their teams, their peers, to sort of have these two ecosystems at place where they can have both kind of conversations and be guided. And don't live in your own silo. I know work is important, success is important, it's very important to me, but at the same time, taking care of yourself, your personal happiness is extremely important. Otherwise, you can run only this fast. Even in marathons, you are successful when you're able to do the longer run at a certain pace. The quick run will not do much for you. But a lot of people don't understand, they don't get the guidance. So through my learnings, through the mentorship that I have got, I just try to pass this piece on to more people.